Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O. I do some YouTube stuff, some faceless stuff, and some face stuff, and all kind of stuff. But anyway, it has come out that Daddy-O is a spy. I am part of a conspiracy theory. I am I am part of a PR stunt from Uber and from Avis to motivate people to go rent a vehicle and to go do their Ubering. That has come out. If you have not seen some of the comments I've been getting, I get a lot of comments on my videos. I guess some of the things I talk about is kind of controversial as far as doing Uber. But it's come out that Daddy-O is a PR stunt. I'm being paid under the table to promote or put out videos promoting this. I'm all a big conspiracy theory going on now. Ooh, I'm part of that. All right, so let's talk about it. I'm not part of no, look, I just start this channel here. If you go back and look at my earlier stuff, this started out me talking about doing YouTube channels. I was doing faceless stuff, found out it was easy, started talking about it here. But along the way, I every so often I did a video on my Uber experiences because I'm an Uber driver. I do it 7 days a week, and I'm a 5.0 right this second. And I've done a lot of runs. So, but anyway, I started doing videos about my Uber runs and my Uber experiences. Along the way, I started talking about the fact that I do a rental. And I have been doing one for, God, coming up on 3 years now. And the fact that I won't do it any other way. Some people have a hard time grabbing that by the head and understanding it. You know, I feel like I should shake some people sometimes, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm not going to try to convince anyone to go out here and rent you a vehicle to do Uber. I'm just telling you how I do it. If you want to do it, do it. Uber's easy to do. It really is. And along the way, I have found by knocking my head against the wall, using a personal vehicle for so long, ragging those vehicles out, that it was easier to just to rent a vehicle and just understand that each week I'm going to pay a little fee. But what I've learned along by doing that is it's actually increased how much money I make, because I'm always driving up. I've told you in the other videos, go look at some other stuff. I've increased how much money I make because I'm driving up in a new car. I'm not driving up in something that's 10 years old no more. I'm not driving up in something that has a ding in the door. That has an issue here or there. The interior has been ragged out over the years. I'm not driving up in those vehicles. I've learned that I make more money renting a vehicle. And if some people can't understand that, I have a hard time, feeling sorry for you. Until you try it, don't knock it. And if you have a bad experience, doesn't mean it's all bad. I get people on here that tell me they got comments that their Uber rental experience wasn't all of that. And you may be in a different location. The location I'm at, it works. And I'm not going to try to convince anyone that. So I'm not a PR guy. I'm not representing Avis. Let's put out a disclaimer. I'm not representing Avis. I'm not getting paid any money from them to promote Avis. I'm not getting paid any money by Uber. This is not a PR stunt. I make what I make just like you do if you're an Uber driver. I go out and work for it. I have just found over the years that I've come up with a little system that works best for me. And if it doesn't work, if it's not worked for you, or you're having a hard time understanding the concept of what I do, okay, can understand. But I'm not out here PRing for Uber or for Avis, trying to tell people, go rent your vehicle, go to work. Yeah, I'm going to say those things, but it's not because they're telling me to say it. I'm just telling it because I've found out that by me doing it, and by other comments. I get comments on here a lot on my videos from people that are doing the same thing I do. So you'll see comments on there from people that have problems. You'll see comments on there from people that made it work. All you can do is try it. If it don't work for you, don't do it. Go back to your personal vehicle. Do what you got to do. I'm not out here trying to twist anyone's arm. So if I've ever come across to anyone that I'm trying to say you got to do this. It's the only way you're going to make money with it. No. There are people out there making good money by not renting a vehicle. They're ragging out their vehicles, but they're wear and tear in their own personal vehicles. But that's the price you pay. You weigh it out one way or the other. How do you want to do it? You want to go this way or do you want to go that way? What works for you? Find that middle stream that you find is your sweet spot and work it. I'm not going to tell you to do otherwise. But if you go get you a rental vehicle, you'll see if you really work it. Now, don't worry. When you have a personal vehicle, there's a tendency, and I see comments from people out here that tell me they've been in that same trap with a personal vehicle. They don't feel like they can run that extra miles. They don't want to go out and do that because it's going to put the mile. I get comments from people that have these problems. And the mileage is a big deal when you're talking about your personal vehicle because it adds up fast, where I don't worry about that with a rental vehicle. I'm going to put all the miles on here I want to. And just so you accept more runs is my point there. You will accept more runs with a rental vehicle. That's just a fact. If you're renting a vehicle, you will accept more runs, which in turn you will make more money. All right, it's just math. Look at the numbers. But I had to address this comment because I had to chuckle. I tried to find the comment a while ago, but I've gotten so many on so many videos, I couldn't go back. I tried not to answer the video, but last night I just had a hankering to answer the comment, and now I can't find it. There's literally, I got thousands of comments on here. And if you've never seen me before, if you've been here, I just went over the 800 subscriber mark. I've got over 3,000 watch hours now. So I'm fastly getting somewhere with this channel. So if you get any information on here that you feel like it's been helpful, that might point you in the right direction on something you want to do, or you would just want to hang with me for a while and see if I can come up with something for you, subscribe, ring the bell, do the thumbs up kind of thing for me. The old man, now that I've gone over the 800 mark, I'm trying now to just get me to 900 if we can. Then we'll go for the 1,000. I never planned on this channel ever. Believe me when I say, when I started this channel, I never thought it was ever going to get anywhere like it is now. I've said it so many times. I've thought 50, if I was lucky, 60 subscribers in a year. But then I started talking about some stuff that people kind of got interested in. And I appreciate the subscribers, and I appreciate the comments. Comment one way or the other. It doesn't matter to me if you're for it or you're against it. The rental, comment. I didn't intend for this channel to get off on the Uber spur. This channel was basically set up to talk about doing a YouTube channel, which I do videos on here about doing a YouTube channel because I found it so easy. And now I've got some great comments on doing your channels. And I've been trying to reply to those people individually from the Uber rental stuff. Now I did get a comment earlier, and I guess I could address this because it was kind of funny. I chuckled. The person wanted to let me know that if I wanted to increase my, how did they put it? My personal profile, I guess it was something along those words. Anyway, they were talking about I needed to get a haircut. I needed to trim my beard up, make it more tapered. They were trying to tell me how to make myself look like the shiny guys. I haven't talked about the shiny guys in a long time. If you've been on YouTube very much, you know about the shiny guys. They're the guys that sit with the lights in the background, something moving always in the background, keep your eyes moving, keep you occupied on watching them. And they sit there with all the lights and everything. Those are the shiny guys. They talk about all kind of stuff. I'm not one of those. I am not a shiny guy. I won't never try to be a shiny guy. I'm a working guy, and just happen to be doing a YouTube channel trying to talk about what I do. And if that inspires you in any way, great. I'm glad that this channel's worked. If I can inspire anyone to start a YouTube channel, or if I can inspire anyone to get out and make Uber a little easier for them, then I've accomplished whatever I needed to accomplish in this endeavor. This was never thought of in a way of making a whole lot of money. I was doing that with my faceless stuff. That was the endeavor. And this here was just more or less to express how easy I was finding doing that faceless stuff. You know, this was just my wanting to talk about about my YouTube experience and trying to grow a faceless channel. And that's how this all got started. And it just kind of has gone off another level now. And I appreciate that, because it's given me something to talk about, because I find that people need to know or want to know some of how I do what I do. And been doing it a long time. Either way, I'm just kind of stammering along now, guys. You guys have a good afternoon. You got any comments, anything you want to hear about, anything, you know, let me know. Someone asked me the other week to make a video on something, and I did a video, and I instantly let them know that I just done a video for them on that subject. So let me know. I'll make a video. If it's something I think people want to hear about, I'll make a video about it. We'll talk about it, or at least I'll give you my opinion on it. But either way, Daddy-O out for the day. You guys have a good afternoon. See you tomorrow, maybe. Bye.